Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening again to you all, wherever you are joining us at this hour. I say welcome to 94th edition of Investdata Trading Academy live with Ambrose. The global market continue to do us or will I put it now, is it no seesaw movement? I'll put it go up and down. But you as a trader, like I said, the trading environment this time is very dicey, and that is why everywhere in the world where we are trading from, you need to understand that we have a new trading environment entirely, this period. And for that, you need to keep your eyes in the market, keep your gaze in the market to understand the news that are pushing the market up and the news that are pushing the market down. But like I always say, always do not allow the news to push you out of your position. Rather, look at your candlestick, which is the price action, to know exactly what is the behavior of the market player, the psychology behind every news they are reacting to. That is very, very important. Like I always say again, whenever you are trading stock, you are trading commodity, you are trading the cryptocurrencies, anyone you are doing, always apply your stop loss in all your position taking, and at the same time let your investment objective or plan guide you using your entering and your exit strategy with with your profit target set from the day you are entering. Don't be the type that you want to buy stock and allow the market to to give you an exit position. The day you are buying, you know the stock you are entering and the price you should exit that position is very, very key in investment. Anything you are doing is better to be guided. That's why trading a price action is very, very key when it comes to equity investment or any market you are trading. Price action is very, very important. As we speak now, I'll tell you that the global market are moving in the seesaw movement I said earlier. But at this current hour, stocks a lot across the globe are trading mixed as Europe stocks are in green, rebounding on bargain hunting after the market there have suffered a pullback the previous day. And I tell you that the fear of a recession here and there is increasing investors concern and consumers concern like that. Prices of goods or stocks are going up and down. But as we speak, there are some sectors and industry that are enjoying some rally. That is why you need to understand what is happening in the market. Also US market as we speak now is down. I can tell you all the indicators are down. They show green, pre-opening, but now I tell you they are down now after the fear also has increased that rate hike has continued to affect the cost of fund, and at the same time this is also kind of affecting investors and consumers confidence around that environment, knowing that there's a curve in US that gives sign of recession. That curve already gave way for that's also increasing fear of recession in that climate. But I believe that the central bank of the world, they are not sleeping, and they continue because they want to fight this no, I call it canker yesterday, this rising inflation. But Asia is in the same direction with all the global trend we're seeing in the market. The seesaw movement continue in that environment too. But oil price, as we speak, rebounded after pulling back below or breaking down the $100 price. You can see that it has been a long time. Oil price has been above. But yesterday we saw that because of the fear of Norway oil workers going on strike, we saw a kind of a pullback, and that was surprised that the oil price went below the $100. But as we speak now, there's a rebound already in that. As we speak, the oil price is trading around $104.5 per barrel, at the international market, and this also as a result of the Norwegian workers also suspending their strike. You know that this strike will cause a lot of harm. That continued distortion in that supply chain as also for those that are trading them equity commodity market in and out. You see, that's why I said you as a trader you should always set your target, because those people that were taken out by the pullback this morning, we are also seeing that the price is, that's why you need to understand the importance of pullback correction and the shaking out of position by market move. Once you understand it, you know exactly what to do when it people that even stood out of fear yesterday when they pull back, they are jumping back to the same market again this morning. Price across also $100. As we speak, trading around the 104.5. Yes, there's a news, good news, the news not it's a negative one that the Secretary General of OPEC, yesterday David goes and after he has kind of as I mentioned the cost for crude oil and all those stuff around the globe. For me, you need to also understand that this distortion in the oil sector has come to change the whole trend. If that is at the back of your mind that this has come to change, that means your strategy also for trading will be in that direction. You have to change your strategy. It's very, very important as to speak. Yes, as other markets around the globe is oscillating, for our market here, after the market has suffered 2 days pullback, on Monday and Tuesday, we are seeing a green light this morning. We'll see that this is just afternoon. Let's see before the market close at the end of the day. If we maintain the green line, what we are seeing. But you as an investor or trader, I said this is not the time for you to panic at all, but rather this is the time to have a good strategy to be in the market. And at the same time, you also follow your strategy. Do not allow the news that are coming left and right ahead of the earning season to push you away from your position. But rather, you have to look at those stocks that you feel, and also you have the information of what their earnings has been for the past years, especially when it comes to those that are into dividend paying company here in Nigeria. You need to on a study which we have discussed in one of the forum, we call the analyst forum, which I said you also subscribe to what the Investdata or Ambrose channel so that you can get this information as they hit the wave. We have discussed that, but today we want to share those companies that are into dividend paying. You need to understand them, and those companies that we're expecting their third quarter result to hit the market, because when their quarter hit market, what is likely to happen? And also for what we have seen inflation on the increase, we have seen causes of production increase. Food sector is going to suffer, much. Who's going to hit? How going to chop into, or how going to eat, eat into the bottom line of these companies? You need to also have it at the back of your mind, and that means the number we're expecting. Which company will maintain the trend we have seen, the uptrend of their earnings for the past 3 years, the past 4 years, the past 2 years? Would that be sustained? As we're looking forward to see the half-year result of this company. These are the things you'll be doing now. That's why today we want to look at those companies that were likely to release their Q3 numbers in this month of July. Today is already the 6th day of July, and also those are going to release their unaudited account. For this, those are going to release audited account that is coming between now and August, and also for you also to know exactly what to do with these positions. Because I tell you, the market pullback just saw for 2 days now. Because after yesterday's transaction, we will see that market has confirmed a decline phase. But at the decline phase, this decline phase is it also a time for you to accumulate? Then for me, it's a question for you to answer. But I believe that because you are investing with knowledge and information, we are sharing here, what you do that when you see, a market leader pulling back in this kind of environment, it's an opportunity for you to buy those leaders you have missed before now. Pulling back is an opportunity for you to also position. And don't forget that as we speak, globally, our market remains the best performing market. But this volatility that we're seeing now, is that a great opportunity for what? For traders like you and I that do daily trading or weekly trading to buy low and sell high. Because the sector, like I said yesterday, or the individual stocks in different sectors that kept the market at this level, they're not changing. And also, we're seeing factors that even will part their earnings going to the future to sustain that position. That means you need to understand these stocks that are leading in this sector, that are leaders, either leaders in earnings, as I said on Monday, leaders in earnings, leaders in what in volume, and leaders in price, and see if they will sustain their price from what we're expecting to see, as from any moment from next week. Because the early filers have started hitting the market. We saw the life of Infinity Trust Mortgage Bank releasing the first half of the year result, which is the first filer that kick off the earning season for Q2. Also, we saw the corporate action of academic press for the financial year ended March 31st, 2022. These earnings that are coming also go to open your eyes and know what you should do. And those figures we have seen before now is also going to be a guide for us to know exactly what to do. And that's why I said we want to look at those companies that we're expecting to release their result here. For the first one, I want to look at Vitafoam. Vitafoam is a company that I know that as September as year end, which you equally know. But when the result hit the market, Vitafoam results will hit the market between now and end of what and end of July 31st. And what do you do as a trader or investor? You position ahead of this Vitafoam number. You don't wait to see the number to buy to Vitafoam. That's why you need to look at that position as to speak now, and also look at your chart. to see what your chart is saying as regard the vital food position. Also, you look at the stock like called Nimet Pharmaceutical. Nimet also is a company that has September as year end. We're expecting their Q3 also to hit the market. And don't forget that the policy sentiment in the market in this healthcare sector is still there. We'll see what the leader is doing. We'll see the price of fixing today. We'll see the price of GSK today, me and Baker. And this the Nimet is also among the low cap in line. And their performance, we are going to see what the performance have done, their first quarter and second quarter, and the last year, what they paid. See the trend, are they sustaining it? Is there potential for this company to come as high as hitting a 4 naira, hitting a 3 naira, 2 naira? You as a trader or investor, these are the things you look at, because if results come this month now, you see their performance being the third quarter of of the result. I tell you, third quarter is as important as what as full year, because seeing the third quarter of these two companies I've just mentioned now, Vitafoam and Nimet, it's going to help you know exactly what's likely to happen at the end of the financial year. Because once you see their third quarter result, you compare it to their full year, they did in 2021 to see if the numbers they are posting are surpassed that their performance in the previous full year. It gives an insight that yes, there's possibility of them to grow their payout, or possibility of them to sustain that earnings on that trend. And we know that I said it any day at any time that price feed on what on earnings, and on the long run and the short run, that price movement is a function of what company earnings performance, and other can come other information, but the major one that you can plan with is the earnings that come. And during any season, I always say that there's always improve what liquidity, improve what sentiment, improve what buying interest. I see a lot of changes in the market because of people are seeing numbers of this company and trying to position their portfolio ahead of the real number. That is why you need to also look at these two companies I just mentioned now. And others that are also very important to look at is look at the price of what UCAP is doing. UCAP is not an dividend paying company, but this is one of the companies that I will tell you Nigeria is well run and well managed in Nigeria. If you look at the price, the company, what we call profit margin, it tells you that that company is well run. The cost of running a business and the number they are posting have been consistent for years, and that has supported the price. And we're looking forward to see the half year of UCAP. I'm talking of fundamental now. Now you look at the where UCAP is doing now. The price has pulled back to around 1270, 1275. It's thought that I've been around the 13 naira. If the number maintain, the trajectory I've seen the previous quarter and the previous year, the possibility that at the end of the year it's going to meet also pay you a good dividend. For you that is already an investor, you look at this company and start positioning at this time, because I said pullback is an opportunity for you to buy low. That's why I said when I see pullback in the market or correction, especially when you have seen the market have rallied, it's expected that there will be correction. I want to say that the profit taking is part and part of the market, is because that profit taking will bring the correction or bring the pullback, especially when price have rallied or when the market itself have rallied. They are about to be what correction. I'm not surprised I would say the market entered a decline phase, but this morning was also saying that market is trying to resist that decline, trying to look up again. That tells you that the market is still what in order. You don't need to panic for anything, but rather combine your fundamental and your technical analysis to know exactly what is happening. That's why your support level, your resistance level is very key. Like I will say that between your support level and resistance level, that point is what we call the value line or the value area. That value area tells you what is happening there. Is there going to be a breakout for that, or when you see a company that is consolidating in your technical analysis, there's something happening, or is there going to be a breakout? These are the things you'll be doing now as an investor, especially as you're waiting to see the half year result, and half year result also will give you insight where we are going from here as investor. Earnings is very, very important because it determines what comes to you, even as dividend at the same time, what also the price will feed. And that's why any season is very, very important for us. But at this time that we're here to see the number, let them apply caution, take advantage of any pullback in those leaders that are you see that they are the one that also rebound to usher in another trend. When they pull back like this, take advantage to buy. But I will call average investing. Average investing is very important. Our Naira average investing is very, very important. Or Naira averaging is very, very important. Use it to know exactly, even as we are seeing match account, corporate actions, how it's going to guide you. We have seen that of academic press now, as I've said earlier, to know exactly what will be important to academic press, paying a 10 kobo dividend and 1 for 4 bonus on the stock price now. You can see the stock for past 2 days now, since this week, has been on the top gainers, trying to maintain that. What is driving it? Because of the corporate action. You can see the importance of corporate action, earnings on this company. That alone should also guide you. Also, if you are saying that that Now, Infinity Trust Mortgage Bank released the result their half year. Like that, this half year is also impressive for a company. Earning gross earnings to move from 541 point no point 76 million to 700 and 785.4 million in half year. It's a good one for me. You can see this a very impressive movement, and also the PAT, which is the bottom line, also moved from 150.51 to 301 million. You can see this is a almost 100% growth. Also, you can see the bottom line, which is what you and I are interested. Looking at the earning per share, but that will determine what to come to you and I as what as dividend, or what the company is going to say. This is what we can share as a shareholder. Let's say it's called earning per share, dividing the bottom line with what the number of share in issue. Earning per share of this company moved from what 6 kobo to 13 kobo within that period. This is massive and good. This and also to give you an insight what you expect from the banking sector. Like I've said in most of the order that we're not expecting much to come from the banking sector, but I tell you, with the increase in MPR, which is going to affect the interest rate, which negotiation of loan is ongoing. But I believe that from this third quarter, banks will also give us a better number that will support the price. For you as an investor, target those banking stocks that those names in the banking sector that have kind of suffer pullback, or there's a correction now in their price, and they have good dividend paying policies. And also, we are looking forward to see their Q2 number. This is where you should take a position, especially those companies that their capacity is increasing, or that capacity increasing, or building their capacity. It's going to also, at the end of the day, impact their bottom line. For me and you, it's better we look that way ahead of their Q2 number. Already, you are taking a position for what their dividend paying position for interim, but that should not stop you for position for end of the year, because I believe that most income investors that will take position in these sectors will not run out immediately, because they know why they are entering them at this hour. For me, it's a good time for you to look to the banking sector. I feel that among the sectors in the market, the banking sector has the number of companies that pay interim, followed by the oil sector. We have Steplat and Total in the oil sector. We have in the consumer goods, we have Nigeria Brewery and Nestle. Only for the insurance sector, we have Mansard and considered hallmark. Then also, if you look the way of industrial, we're seeing a new trend there. But we want to see whether we sustain Waco, and also look at where the price of Waco is, and look at the performance of their Q1, and that will also guide you on what to do with Waco. Then you move to agri sector. Okomu and Presco, they started. Presco just started. Okomu has been paying the word. Okomu is not consistent with their entry dividend payment, but Presco started last year. Let's see also they're going to sustain it in this in this what we're expecting. This is how we're going to position ahead of this number. Look at where they are selling. I can see that the life of Presco has, even in the market, if you want to say, around the 157 to 160. For me, it's a good position if you want to take fresh position in that stock, because when the number will come, we want to see a positive figure from these two, or from that sector, both livestock. We're going to expect a better number to come. When this number hit the market, it's going to be kind of a turnaround in that position. Like I said about Transcorp is not dividend paying, but the numbers is also improving. We're seeing some local stocks trying to rebound. Yes, the life of UPDC has maintained an uptrend. Any slowdown UPD is just profit taking. You don't need to panic, but rather take the opportunity of the pullback to buy, because the Q2 number we're expecting, if it follow what we saw in Q1, that number will also support the price, because as at Q1 we saw the huge top line in terms of their growth and the bottom line. If that trend is maintained, and don't forget that in a inflationary environment like as we're seeing now, people want to look at what the real estate sector to provision, and that was respect to also impact the performance and the business activities of UPDC. And for me, this is a stock that I should look at. These are local stock we can trade, but always when we are trading a local stock, we have to be very careful, and at the same time set a goal that is achievable. Don't be greedy. Once you have to make profit, take note to take. That's why I said, as you are entering a stock, the day you are entering, you are setting what your exit target, so that once you touch it, you take profit and smile to the bank. It's very, very important. Yes, want to come back to the market. As to speak now, market is slightly in green. Market is trading at this hour 51,608.77. Then the market is up with a 52.27 point, representing 0.04% in the green. That is what the market is doing right now as we speak. And don't forget that we want to look at the market bread. Market bread also is positive We're having 10 gainers against the level, 10 gainers against the 7 losers in this hour. We're seeing that among the gainers, we're seeing the life of big companies are there, few of them. That's why those, but their gain is very slight. But the top 5 gainers are Academic Press, Japan Gold, C Champs. These are local stock. We're seeing Unity Bank and the UPDC are the top 5 gainers. I see these are local, but because other that are below the top 5 are still high cap stocks and blue chips company, we're seeing the marginal gain at this hour. Then also if you look at the losers chart, what I said is 7 stocks are losing at this hour. It's led by University Press, followed by Arrow2 Presco, while Fidelity Bank there, also having a Transcorp and Arrow to School. I've mentioned it. These are the ones that are leading the user pack as to speak. Then don't forget that the volume traded is very, very important, like I always emphasize in this class. As we speak now, in terms of volume, Transcorp is leading, followed by UPDC, Champs, and GT Code and Sterling Bank. These are the ones that are leading the market. We'll quickly look at what is happening in this Academic Press. We need to see can it sustain, but I believe with the corporate action that was released yesterday, one for 4 bonus and the 10 people, the price will still go up. Then we'll look at UPDC. This pullback, is it as a result of profit taking or just the still momentum? We want to look at what is happening in UPDC. We'll look at also the position of Fidelity. Fidelity is among the losers at this hour. Want to see what is happening Fidelity. Transcorp pulling back. Is it a good time to take advantage of this price pulling back in Transcorp? Then, as I said, we want to look at GT code. GT code have remained below the T line for a long time. We want to see what is happening in GT code. Quick one, we'll start with the Academic Press. To look at before we look at the Academic Press, sorry, we want to look at the market position itself. Let's call our indicators to look at the market at this moment. Let's look at what is happening in this market at this hour. It's very, very important. That's why we're on the live class. Let's look at call our MACD, our money flow, and our regular indicator, our T line. It is moving exponential. It's very, very important that all these indicators to. Yes, I will speak now. Like I said, that yesterday the market performed a decline because it's trading below the T line. Also, as we speak now, market is also trading below the T line, and you can see that the momentum indicator is yet to confirm upward, but not down, not up, just flat at this point. And we're seeing that money flow still maintain and looking up on a day chart. You can see it here. But let's see let's look at the position of the T line here proper to see the space. Very, very important. Because we can see that the market is below the T line, but in green, but below the T line. You can see it here. That's why we have to watch. T line is very, very important. Once it crosses, it's also a sign. Because market is trading below the T line, we have to also watch the market with caution, but there's no cause for alarm at all. This is position that market is also trying to rebound, resist a decline. But let's see how it goes before the end of the day. Let's look at what market is doing in the hour chart. You can see what it's doing now. On 1 hour chart, you can see the market is also, you can see it's trading below the T line. Once it confirms an uptrend, that is where you can see but money flow on 1 hour chart, you can see it's looking up. But MACD is yet to cross, but you can see that within this period, once it crosses the red one, the bull trend will say it has come to stay. You can see now that if you come to MACD still it has not crossed up and not crossed down. Two of them are moving this direction, and money flow is just inching up a little for 1 hour chart. That is what this is what exactly we want to see, and we're seeing it already in the market. Let's quickly take the market back to normal position. Yes, quick one. Let's look at the Academic Press. Is this trend going to continue? Want to see what the stock is doing now. Let's see what Academic Press is doing. Academic Press is doing. Let's look at it now. Let's look at it. Very, very important. It's making an uptrend. You can see on a day chart, you can see what above the tree line. You can see volume is coming out even this morning, and you can see they tell that fund is entering the stock. These are good wise if you look at Here, if in this position now, I will say hold your position, in training press, but you can see there's a strong resistance here. Once you break out this level again, that will confirm another trend before this final one. The first resistance level should come at this level. Once you break it out, you can see already it has broken out this one at this hour. Then it's a good movement for academic press. Let's look at the 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart will also be in the same direction. Fine, you can see. But you can see that the 1 hour chart telling us that the price action is far from the T line, and when it become, when you start trading like 10 weeks above the 10 weeks average, that is the time you also know that profit taking is becoming necessary. But let's watch the trend on the daily, on the hourly chart is very, very strong for the stock. I can see all the momentum indicators are moving in the same direction with the price action, which is good. Yes, let's look at the UPDC quick one, because these are the local stocks that we see that are making a wave in the market now. UPDC, let's see what is happening there. Is it the pullback has come to stay? You can see, yeah, on the 1 hour chart, you can see that there's a set down profit taking already in the stock. That's why it's good to look at your chart. You can see a set down in 2 hours. Now you can see in 2 hours what has happened. Set down, set down. You can see even as turning below around 1 naira, 1 naira 20, 1 naira 20, and 1 naira 15 coupon as we speak now, or 116. For me, it's not a bad one. The correction is expected, and this is a 1 hour chart. You can see that giving sign here already, which you can see that there is divergence already now here. Even when it was trending, that will say that you can see money flow looking down. It's a good one. Let's look at a day chart for UPDC. For me, UPDC is still above the T line, still bullish, money flow still going reading around 78, which is good. 78.80 is good, but you can see the sign of weakness of profit taking, but has not trade below the T line, above the T line on a day chart. You need to also watch your position. You don't need to panic out at this time, but rather keep your eyes on the stock. So I can see that here it has been touched as high as 140, for coming down. It's a sign that the profit taking activities is already in that stock. As the money flow is just coming small. But just hold on, like I said, position ahead of what? Ahead of the company half year result. Don't allow the pullback to shake you out. There's something that you should watch. You can see that it has broken out this level now. You can see this is strong resistance level all this while, which has broken out recently. You can see from here to here, from here to here, it has broken out. Once it's gone up here, we'll see the chart. You can see, look at where it's coming from. It has touched aside at this level, almost 2 naira, 13 kobo or 208. You can see it has a high upside potential for the stock. Once the number, that means this pullback is an opportunity for a lot of designing investors that want to take position in the UPDC. Yes, want to look at what is happening in transport. It's like what looking at the local stocks. Let's look at what is happening in transport. They are the one transport is among the stocks that are on the research chart. But let's look at what is happening there. Is it this pullback in transport for another opportunity again? On the 1 hour chart, a day chart, you can see transport is very flat on the on the on the on the T line that has not broken down. But for me, you can see I told you that it has a good chart formation. Either it go up or down. That is the what it has. Let's watch and see what will happen. But you can see that MACD is also looking. You can see the histogram here. This is a sign that yes, even that it's coming down. You can see that MACD is looking up. The divergence here that also give us a reconfirmation. Money flow is still looking up, not down, but just at this level for a day chart. But let's look at the 1 hour chart for transport. Give us also a clear position. 1 hour chart will give us a clear position. For the furnace on the 1 hour chart, the stock is in green. You can see it here. You can see that it's green, and also still bullish here. Phone is still entering the stock. We're seeing the volume relatively above the average traded on the 1 hour chart. You can see very well here. I don't see any problem with transport, or any pullback in transport will be a good opportunity. On the 1 hour chart, is trading on the above the T line, also on a day chart for transport. Quick one, look at what is happening in the GT code, and Fidelity to call it a day. Is to look at GT code. GT code, this company has kind of been on a bash for a long time. You can see GT code has remained below the T line for a long time. That's why I said you must see confirmation before you do this. On the 1 hour chart, it has been trading below the T line for a long period of time, and that should be a source of concern. But for those that are looking at dividend, money flow is looking down. Dividend will come from there, but for capital appreciation, I don't see much, because until cross the T line up For 1 hour chart, we are seeing that it has remained below the T line for how many donkey days, for a long period of time. You can see all these ways, even when it break out, it didn't stay. You can see for a long time they have remained below the T line. Let's look at a day chart. Day chart gives us a clear position. Yeah, you can see day chart all the way from here down here. That would be more than a month, more than that being below the T line. For me, it's a good one. It's a good one. It's a very, very a good one for those that want to take income position. They want to take income position. Those that are entering dividend, investor or dividend investor or long-term retirees is the time the price. But for me as a trader, I have to wait for confirmation. Once it break out my T line before I can jump in. You can see here, you can see even divergent here coming down. Moment is looking up, nothing has changed. But once it crosses it up, but as we speak now, trying to rebound here, you can see money flow trying to look up because the price it is now below 21 naira is become attractive. But until confirm a cross over above the T line, that is why I said it's time for it to jump in. You can see what happened here. Once it crossed the T line, start going up. You can see the MACD crossing, and you can see that trend going all the way from here, up, and it maintained it before correction came again. You need to see this kind of pattern before we can jump in. But let's wait for a breakout before we can take position in a GT code. But finally, before our time is much spent, let me just look at fidelity very fast so that we can also look at the position of fidelity in the market. Want to look at fidelity, what is happening in fidelity. That will be a long way also to give us information. Yeah, later to speak now is trading on a day chart, is doing below the T line too. Need to wait for confirm, and MACD has confirmed the bearish situation. You can see it here, but MACD is still missed, looking down marginally. Let's watch. Fidelity has right now formed a double bottom. You can see here this is the strong support level that where it is now around the 10 naira 23.19. You can see that is strong support level. Any reversal up would be nice, but let's look at the 1 hour chart for fidelity. That will be fidelity as we speak on a 1 hour chart is also trading below the T level, and the MACD is bearish and money flow is low, reading around the 29 points. You can see here. This how we close for today. I'll say thank you for your time, and see you tomorrow at this hour. And also, like I just said, subscribe to our channel to get updates on anything that will be posted. Anywhere I go to talk conference and all those stuff, we'll put it on so that you can even get this information as it's posted on the channel. You get alert on your phone, on your email that is posted, and update has been posted so that it was to you flow with it and listen to you and ask free and ask question. If you have a question here, you can also go ahead and ask through their social media. But we're having our question and answer right now is resuming again on Saturday. I know by tomorrow my team will also send you the link for the meeting. If you have questions, join us on the live class on the Saturday between 12 and 1 for Q&A to ask your question. I say enjoy the rest of your trading day. The market itself, as we speak now, is still trying to also resist the further decline, but just keep your breath. I don't see market going below what it's doing. If market rebound, they're a good one, but I believe that all eyes on what on the Q2 number. Once they hit the market and this number beats expectation, we expect to support the market. And also, the global trend is not helping the market, but see, because our market has returned up to 21%, I tell you, all this volatility is expected, but just apply caution and let your growth to guide you that you will know exactly what you are doing. Markets have slightly to red again, but marginally, as to speak, but there's no cause for alarm. Let's keep our finger crossed. See you and enjoy the rest of your trading day.